Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Sly, and I'm not making this video to bash Trey Lance. It's more about all the Niner content creators are still making videos saying that Trey Lance should be our starting quarterback, our backup quarterback, and we should never trade him. And to me, man, we got a steal, a 4th-round pick for Trey Lance. We traded at the perfect time, and there's still these guys out there that are still making videos talking about how Trey Lance should be here and he should be developed and all this stuff. And we saw Grant Cohn's reaction to Trey Lance's 5 interceptions.
Hell no, to the no.
And it kind of reminded me of that video. That song, that Spanish cumbia song.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
All the fanboys out there that were crying because we traded him. I literally saw a content creator, Niner fan. I'm not gonna call him out, but he was literally crying when we traded Trey Lance for a 4th-round pick. He was crying, dog. And it's like unbelievable. We've seen what Trey Lance is, and even Skip Bayless, man. Skip Bayless had a few things to say about Trey Lance's performance yesterday.
I am out of my mind. I lose Deron Bland for half a year after Jerry Jones decides not to sign Stephon Gilmore, who had a really good year last year. And then today was my Super Bowl because it was Trey Lance's Super Bowl, because I needed him to flash some brilliance that would make Jerry Jones stop and say, no, I can't sign Dak for 5 more years and give him top quarterback money. And what does Trey Lance do? He throws 5 interceptions. And I want to defend him, and I can't defend 5 because the first 2 were awful, and the last one was really, really bad because it ended the game as he threw into the end zone. When he had a chance to tie the game with one last drive, he threw for 323 yards. He threw 113 passes in the preseason, which is extraordinary. That's 38 a game because he needs reps because he hasn't played much football. And I saw flashes of brilliance. I saw spectacular. I saw a live arm. I saw quick release. Saw deadly accuracy for long stretches. And then I saw 5 interceptions. I can't defend it. Trey Lance, the Shanahans thought was going to be really good. They traded 3 firsts and a third to go up and get him. And I loved him before the draft, and I still love him. And I still think he has a chance to be better than Dak Prescott is right now, because I'm done with Dak. I've seen enough. I'm sick and tired, especially in the playoffs. Trey Lance is a playmaker because he's got the legs to go with the arm. He's got the guts and the savvy and the escapability. Did you see the 46-yard touchdown run? The kid can fly. He's 24 years of age. I love his character. I love his backbone. I love his high IQ. I love his work ethic. I love everything about Trey Lance, but I can't defend 5 interceptions in the final preseason game. I won't be surprised if they try to trade him to somebody who's desperate for a quarterback. Maybe they could get a 3 back after they get 4 for him. This was a big game to me. This was a big deal for Trey Lance, and he throws 5 interceptions, and that's been the story of the year so far, the non-story for the Dallas Cowboys.
Grant out here having a tweet out pretty much taking a shot at Brock Purdy right here with the 5 interceptions. And then you have obviously this Jets guy who's said Lance played great yesterday. And then you have obviously there's guys out there that Rob Stats Guerrero who he didn't post anything. I don't know. He's still probably crying tears of joy because there's women in MLB 2K. That dude. Yeah. But let's just be honest, man. He's not starting material. And yeah, we made a huge mistake trading up that many picks to go up and get him. And yeah, it was a mistake, But it was obvious in training camp when he was overthrowing balls, he couldn't go through his progressions, that he was not the guy for us, And I don't know if he's gonna get cut. He might be cut by tomorrow at this time with that cap hit they're about to take. And You know, it was a mistake, but at the end of the day, it wasn't Trey Lance's fault. You know, he wasn't the one that was like, I want to be drafted by the 49ers. They better pick me. No, you know, it was our GM's fault, coach's fault, Adam Peters. They all wanted him. So it has nothing to do with Trey Lance. He's just not an NFL quarterback, man. I mean, if I have to hear someone say he's still developing, that's like Kwame Brown. Remember everyone going, Kwame Brown was like 32 years old in the NBA, and they're like, he's still developing. It's like, come on, bro. He is who he is, you know? No amount of reps are going to help you. If you are who you are, it's like he kept locking on that first receiver. If he wasn't open, he would start panicking, looking at that second receiver, and then he couldn't go through his progressions 3, 4, 5, and you got to go quick. It was like that first game against the Rams. Brian Baldinger and Steve Smith were straight up. They were straight up with it. They were like, he's panicking. He can't read his progressions. Steve Smith was harsher than Brian Baldinger, but both of them were pretty much like, yeah, I knew it. It's rough. It's rough, and yeah, there's some nice runs out there, but you can't do that on a consistent basis and be a great quarterback. You have to be able to throw the ball. You're a quarterback, you know. So, I mean, you know, these guys out there. Grant, I like listening to these guys too, but then when they talk about Lance, it's like, what the hell are you talking about, man? The dude is not NFL quarterback. Why are you still thinking he should be with us? It just doesn't make any sense. With the cap hit too, $11 million for a backup that's not really that good, that still developing. I mean, yeah, it was a mistake on the Niners organization's part, but you know, Malik Mustafa. We got Malik out of this, so you have to be pumped up with that, man. I like Malik Mustafa. I think he's gonna be a starter in the NFL probably by next season. When Hufanga's out, have Malik Mustafa start, and that was the pick right there. That 4th round pick. It looks like it's a hit, man. He did absolutely amazing job in the preseason, looking really good. Hard hitter, smart, goes right to the ball. Young cat, so he's still learning, but. So far he's looking so good. So yeah, unfortunately didn't work out with Lance, and then you're still gonna have the Niner content creators still, I don't know, for some weird reason talk about how he's such a good quarterback. Everyone that's getting mad that we're talking about, it's like, guys, come on. When Jerry Rice got traded, we wanted to see what he was doing. We saw in Oakland when he was tearing it up. We're like, oh my gosh, why did we get rid of Jerry? He's a Pro Bowler. He's an All-Pro. He's in the freaking Super Bowl, you know? So you want to know what happens with the former players, you know, and all the people that are pissed off that we're talking about it. It's just because they're like fanboys, you know? And that's why I say never be a fanboy of a player. If a player's doing good, you got to give them credit and all that stuff. But don't get to the point where if they suck, if they're starting to suck, just because you got their jersey, you're just going to defend them to the teeth. It's like, guys, don't be delusional, you know? Don't be delusional. I like Brock Purdy. I really do. I think he's a great quarterback. Last year when all the Niner content creators were saying all this baloney, how Trey Lance needs to be starting, and that it's BS, it was just like, man, these are fanboys, man. They're fanboys at the end of the day. And if Brock Purdy did struggle this season, I would say it. You know, I would be 100% honest. But Brock Purdy deserves this job, even since last year. You know, when it was like not even a question, other than every content creator except pretty much Guy Haberman, and who else? Larry Krueger. Those guys were awesome. They were on top of it at the training camps, and they were saying, guys, what you're hearing from all these other reports is absolutely baloney. Even Matt Maiocco was getting involved in saying it's not fair, it's rigged. I'm like, what are you guys talking about, man? What are you guys talking about? You guys are just smoking something out there, something crazy. You know, you must, I don't know, you're probably with, what's that guy, not Kenny Rogers, he passed away, the other one that smokes a lot. Whatever, I can't think of his name. Willie Nelson, man. You guys are with Willie Nelson, man, smoking that thing, because there's no way in heck last year that Trey Lance outperformed Brock Purdy. It was absolute BS lies. So, yeah, man, I really feel that Brock Purdy's going to have a great season, and hopefully he could continue to shut up all these other people from the national media that are still talking that trash about him, which at the end of the day, we did that last year. We dealt with that last year. It doesn't even matter now. Brock Purdy, he's in his zone. He's looking really good. At preseason game against the Raiders under pressure. Still had a great QBR. That one interception wasn't really his fault. But, you know, it is what it is, just preseason game. Same with Lance, man. I wish him the best, actually, but I hope he sucks, though, because I hate the Cowboys. I want every Cowboy player out there to do horrible. Some Niner fans like, I want the best for him. I want him to do, hell no, you don't want no Cowboy guy doing good, man. You want all of them to freaking suck. You really do, man. You want them to go 0-17 every year, no matter who you are, no matter what you are. It doesn't matter, man. So it is what it is, man. I'm not here, like I said, I'm not here to bash Trey Lance. I hope that he turns around and he proves me wrong, but the way it's looking, I don't know. It looks like he'll probably be cut. Someone will probably pick him up, but we traded before Enron stock went down, man. Because right now you're not going to get much from him. I don't think you'll get anything. Maybe a trade swap if you're lucky, a 7th for a 6th. But other than that, it was really bad. I think he averaged 5.8 yards in the preseason. 5.8, 5.7 yards per attempt, which is extremely low. I think who had it worse? I think the quarterback from the Carolina Panthers had a worst pass per attempt last year. So he would have been 27th out of 28th in yards attempts. So that's not good, man. You can't be doing that. You can't be throwing interceptions. It's that many, 5, in that many games, even the first game against the Rams, he almost threw 2 more. So yeah, that's what I saw when I was at training camp. That's exactly what I saw. Overthrowing, interceptions. It was rough. So yeah, made a mistake, but we got something out of it at least, and we screwed the Cowboys, baby. So anytime we could do that, you take that to the bank. Kobe. All right, man, I'm out. Talk to you next time. Peace.